gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times, cause anything worth doing is a tough climb.
Investing in real estate and Airbnb in today's market analysis. I want to start out with the fact that I think overall the United States is in a recession, with the general public suffering financially to get by and the top 10% growing their income at unforeseen rates with much ease. The wealth disparity is only growing today, especially with President Trump passing tax cuts for companies. With taxes, laws, and regulations standing that foster disparities and give tax write-offs for owning private jets, the general public will continue to suffer as the wealthy get richer. Be sure to check out my Crypto 2 Moon YouTube channel for my market analysis for the crypto and stock market I just posted yesterday. Here I dive into real estate perspectives, which will contrast greatly with my very optimistic crypto and stock market analysis for this year. Here, as we dive into more about the real estate market today, I offer a simple caution with the following disclaimer. The information provided in this video is for educational and informational purposes only. We are not licensed financial advisors. Do not make any financial decisions without consulting with a fiduciary or a licensed financial advisor. Always do your own research and consider seeking professional advice tailored to your specific situation. Smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Vet all you listen to and be sure to watch videos from trustworthy individuals that offer well-intentioned content that informs and is intentioned to help you in life, not take advantage of you. It is well known the United States has more millionaires and billionaires than any other country, so it is expected they would affect the markets heavily. According to Forbes, the United States is home to the most billionaires with over 735 billionaires total, home to the most millionaires with 25,580,000 individuals, accounting for 39.1% of global millionaires, and the US has 17 of the world's 25 richest people. Couple this with my point. While I find us to be in a recession with much of the general public financially suffering, politically we are heading toward elections, so the government is heavily pumping the markets and lowering interest rates to guise a better economy in hopes of gaining re-election. With increased loans, government bank bailouts, controls for inflation, and other economic actions that foster better market conditions, crypto, in my opinion, will surely continue on the rise for the rest of the year. Similarly, the stock market should be on the rise too. The real estate market is a different story. Interest rates are lower and loans may be better available at better rates, but that does not mean loans will be given to just anyone. Again, here the top earners who have higher incomes, thus less risk to banks, will be gaining the most approvals for loans, which they can turn around and invest to grow their income even further. The outlook for the general public is not so good in comparison. If you, the general public, suffer now, you probably have more debts now and a worsened credit score. Job losses or reductions lead you to not be approved for loans, i.e. mortgages, so you may find it difficult to purchase properties. Your situation will only get worse as rents increase, and we build more new homes that are sold at unbearable high prices you cannot afford. You think you are trapped into renting. I say, find a way to own in all my real estate videos. Owning will help you win, build a legacy, or simply get ahead in this struggle. Smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. There are large contradictions when it comes to how the real estate market is really doing depending on the source of information. Politically, the United States government reduces interest rates to proffer a guise that all is great and inflation is great and everything is awesome as we head toward re-elections. Reality is, we need so much to change. Things are not good. Top real estate gurus like Chris Crone foreshadowed a real estate recession back in 2017. Today, I still believe we are in this recession and the real estate market is not doing too good. The general public is struggling. They are forced to rent and cannot afford to own. They cannot afford to rent either. They accrue more and more debt with no end in sight, and interest rates on credit cards are so high that bankruptcy is becoming more and more common. Home insurance companies have sister companies that are bankrupt as needed, because how else could they pay out for all these California wildfires nationwide floods, and Florida hurricanes. The insurance companies may have a thing going for themselves, but insurance too is becoming unaffordable to the general public too. Cost of living is just too high, way higher than it used to be. If you are not earning over $100,000 annually individually, you are probably in for a tough next few years. Careful action to build your income should be taken. On top of all this, there have been multiple bank failures in the past 2 years here in the United States, but also internationally. President Biden bailed out the Silicon Valley Bank with taxpayer funds. But again, who loses here? The general public. For example, for the Silicon Valley Bank failure, the top CEOs secure last-minute profits then resign. The bank failure defaults. Those invested in the banks lose their money. President Biden bails out losses using taxpayer dollars. Who loses here? Not the CEOs who walk away resigning with profits. It is again the general public who is never involved, financially suffering within a recession, and are forced to bail out banks when they go under. The general public is forced to bail out investors who have losses for investing in a bank that went bankrupt. In a fair world, the CEOs would be held accountable and the investors would realize their losses for their bad investment. The uninvolved general public who cannot afford their own living expenses and debts pay off losses companies realized, but these companies already win every day because companies don't pay taxes when they offset them with their losses. Why are investors protected here? They win every day. Smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. The answer: the United States government must ensure the general public realizes the value of the dollar bill and places money in banks. This is also why crypto investing is so heavily demonized as a horrible thing. The problem is, if placing our money in banks is not safe, then where can we put it? If placing your money in cash savings earns you losses due to inflation, you can't just place your money in cash or savings expecting it to grow. That will never happen. This all affects the real estate market. So many say there are not enough houses, there are not enough houses, there are not enough houses. These people are so wrong. The baby boomers are retiring and leaving us. Today, less people in the United States are having children, and birth control is pretty effective for those who use it. Simply put, population is pretty stable and increases are probably due to immigration. Buildings are being built at previously unforeseen rates. We build faster than ever, and in the United States we build cheaply with cheap materials that fall over with one strong blow from any big bad wolf, hurricane, or other disaster. So many countries build sustainable, strong buildings. Not in the United States, for here we build cheap, and houses are not built as strong as they were built in the 1900s. If you look at older homes built in the 1900s, the wood framing is several times thicker for these homes versus homes built after 2010. What happens when we have too much supply of houses and not enough people to buy them? The houses sit on the market and cost the owner huge sums of money over time. The houses begin to rot, so the owner must reduce prices in hopes of earning something instead of nothing. As a homeowner, the home you purchased with this high compounded interest rate of over 5% only buries you as your bills stack up and you experience job losses and reductions in your income, which is common within recessions. Smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. For a recession, you can kick the bucket down the road, but it will hit you harder at some point. The property owner will lose their home unless they purchase smartly, i.e. by following my tips given in my other videos, and reduce their risks to be recession-proof. The winners in recessions are those with the higher incomes or multiple streams of income to outlast hardships when they arise. Rent properties. Do not be a renter. It is very evident the Airbnb market is oversaturated. All you see online nowadays is how no one is getting bookings. They reduce prices to get something instead of nothing, and debts are exceeding incomes. Be special or go home, because if your property is not special, good luck getting bookings. Overall, here I summarize population growth is relatively stable. Houses are being built faster than ever. A recession is here. The general public is suffering, The housing market is pricey, oversaturated, and not easy to buy into unless you are already an investor with real estate income. You can snowball into purchasing more properties. Feel free to check out Level Up with Alyssa Mahin YouTube channel to level up your life in a more personalized way. See you there. For real estate, I think you should acknowledge my recession notions and simply make localized actions based on your market. Your market may be oversaturated. Airbnb all across the United States is oversaturated. The general public financially suffers. The top earners, they are the ones gaining the gains right now. Hopefully you gain similar successes. Yes, it takes money to earn money in most situations. As someone with a master's in environmental law from Vermont Law School, it is obvious I have awareness on environmental justice and the disproportionate impacts, not just for environmental concerns, but also for finances which we all carry from birth to death. Your finances do affect your health. Thus, make careful investments. Smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Do not believe everything you hear. Take calculated actions and invest wisely. Disclaimer: we are not licensed financial advisors, so do seek one prior to taking any actions, but also ensure you take actions based on your specific situation and budget, which we have no knowledge of here. Comment below. Do you agree that real estate investors and home ownership is disproportionate based on your income bracket, sex, and ethnicity? Do you agree with my notions that the US economy is in a recession with a financially struggling general public? Comment below. Do you agree that the crypto and stock market will surely continue to rise if politically those in office want to secure re-election this upcoming year? Do USA politics really affect markets? What effect do you think the United States political elections play in the real estate market? I think the evidence is clear, but what do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and let's have a very candid conversation in hopes of fostering improved understanding and progress toward a better life for us all. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to create more videos on Airbnb, as I have overseen a pretty good amount of Airbnbs in Pennsylvania and Florida, as well as researched all extensively. I have all dialed in with Amazon furnishings arriving straight to the door and maximized profits, earning more than normal rentals if your market is good. This means profits. Yes, profits. If you break even on Airbnb like the famous Shelby Church, you are doing it wrong. Airbnb profits can be way higher if you find yourself in a good market, i.e. one not oversaturated like most of the Airbnbs are at the moment. Please do like, share, subscribe, and comment below to help support this channel and help me succeed so I can post more videos for you. Thank you all for joining me. Talk to you soon on the next one. Click on the on-screen images to subscribe and watch more videos.
Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go.